Hello, hello. Welcome to Late Night Creatures with me, Peter DeToro. I am your host, as previously stated, Peter DeToro. And today we're going to be drawing some cloud-based late night creatures, as per our theme that was voted on Twitter. So, I think the best way to start drawing some cloud creatures is start with a cloud. So we'll start with a nice, simple, if I can remember how to draw a cloud shape. I do remember how to draw a cloud, kinda. That is most definitely a cloud. Yesterday was 4th of July. I was very busy that day and got home around 10:30 and was not in the mental capacity to do the episode yesterday. As such, we're doing it today. Luckily, this is the 5th episode. It's falling on the 5th of July, so the synergy is pretty great. So I guess, in celebration of the 4th of July and America's freedom, I'm going to start with a firework creature. So let's get drawing that. So fireworks are great. They're really cool. They're loud. They are super loud, but it's worth it. Yesterday, my friend was asking me why we did fireworks on the 4th of July, and the only reason that I could really think of was just to simulate the war and gunfire of the American Revolution around the time that this became a holiday. It just seemed like, it seems like that's sort of where they were coming from with the whole loud explosions thing, just to help us remember, we caused a lot of loud explosions in order to become our own country. As such, I think this should be a gruff, angry firework. He would defend America at any cost necessary. He would give his children, his little Snapdragon children, to this country. He would give everything possible to make sure America stayed in its full-out glory. As such, he is a sullen figure of our society. Quite heartfelt, quite impressive there that he would do all of that. He is quite the patriot. He looks like a Neanderthal. But that's alright. Give him a nice stern grimace there. He knows what all this is all about. As a firework, he has to. It is indeed his job to defend the country. He's our defender. He is America's own defender. We need to give our great defender a name. We'll work on that later, as usual. Names are hard. Props to people who write for a living, because they have to come up with a lot of names. That cone is quite askew. I think that cone is one of his children. He rides along with. He's the apprentice. He's the young scrappy apprentice who has to learn how to defend the Earth. And he's like, oh, not the Earth, America. Who cares about the rest of the world? He's just like, the world's wonderful. I'm here, and I am. All right, I guess that isn't registering. I'm here, and I am quite ready to defend America against tyranny. And cause some explosions with my master. Little does he know, he's going to be the heir of the country very soon, because our great defender has lit himself, which means that his time is done. Because, of course, in true firework fashion, he must explode. As he needs arms. I'm giving some nice little reachers. He's grabbing onto him there. He's ready to jump. That's what it is. He knows what's going down. He's ready to hop off so he doesn't go down with his master. There we are. Man. What a staunch. He kind of looks like Voldemort if you zoom in. Not my intention, but I'm gonna roll with it. Give him a nice chin. Nice rounded. There we are. That is our wonderful defender, Firissimo. That does not sound American at all. Rissimo. And his young apprentice, Kurt. That's an American name. Kurt is an American name. We have no idea how Firissimo got in here. Or, perhaps we do. Perhaps Firissimo is an illegal firework, a non-regulated firework from a foreign country, and which is why he is so stern, because he's like, I'm having to do this for a country that I'm not even from, but it's my job. I can't just shirk my duty. And Kurt's just like, all right, see you later. Interesting. All right, so I've drawn this cloud. I don't know what to put on this cloud. What should I put on this cloud? You in the comments, my friends, tell me what I should put on this cloud while I continue detailing Firissimo's beautiful, beautiful visage. He is very stern, though. Like, he has to keep a very straight face all the time. Give him, like, a pseudo nose. Like, he doesn't have a nose, but he has, like, he has wrinkles of where one would be. He has the little, he has the little lines there. That just looks like a mustache. As such, I'm going to just give him a mustache. It's a nice little, Addams Family separated stash. Maybe a little goatee. Maybe a big goatee. A nice big, like, yeah. Just a nice goatee there. Wonderful. You can tell he oils that up and makes sure it's nice every day. Keeps it nice. Let's see. I'm getting stuff in. The cloud should have a child. Okay, cool. We'll give the cloud a child. Okay, so here comes the child. Here it is. Coming at you live, it's a child. Everything's coming at you live in this show. It doesn't have a choice. I'm not sure if you meant a cloud child, but you're just getting like a human baby. A semi-human baby. It's just dangerously up there. Oh, Firissimo's coming to get the baby. Yeah, that's what's going on. The baby got up on the cloud somehow. He got up on the cloud, and now Firissimo has to go get him because the mom's freaking out. Yeah, okay, cool. That's how it's gonna work. Man, all right, cool. That's good. It's going very well. This is a story. This has gone more from clouds to just. I forgot that I added the goatee to Firissimo. I'm not gonna lie. And so I zoomed out and saw him again. And saw him with that stupid goatee. And it was just, oh, that's a travesty. Yeah, the baby is just very confident. That is a confident pose. Yeah, it's a confident pose. I guess this cloud should have a face, because everything needs a face when you're doing late night creatures. So let's have him. Maybe he's not happy about the baby. Maybe he was fine with the baby being up there, but now he's not fine because the baby wet itself. That's right. It's our first potty humor on Late Night Creatures. Expect a lot more, because it'll happen. Yeah, the baby has wet himself. I don't need that drizzle, but the baby's wet himself. And so the cloud is no longer happy. I'd say he's in fact disgusted, as he is now covered in urine. So he is probably very, very upset about what's going on. he has beautiful eyes. Those are much better shaped than I wanted them to be. But we're sort of stuck there now. But this other one can be about the same. There we go. That's a nice angry cloud. He is very upset. Let's see, add in some nice fleshy lines on this clearly not flesh structure. There we go, and he is just disgusted at the sheer awful amount of just this disgusting young child urine that has amassed. There. Honestly, I must say that I would be quite upset too. She's like, oh, that's gross. It's the cloud. Our new cloudy friend has just come out to see. He came out of the clouds to see the fireworks. I'm sure clouds really love fireworks. They either love them or they hate them. Because one, they're cool, because fireworks are cool, like most explosions. But two, on the opposite end of that, fireworks kind of mimic clouds. Like, you know how on fireworks shows there's always like that big grand finale? Where it's like every grand finale, the fireworks generate so much smoke that at times it looks like, why is that doing that? That at times it looks like a storm cloud. And I think that the clouds probably wouldn't be happy about that, because that's cultural appropriation, and that's not okay. They're appropriating cloud culture. That is an angry, angry cloud. My oh my. We'll get him some nice. He doesn't need to be old, but we're going to make him old because he's a cloud and they live for a very short time. So we're going to make him old because it's funny. Because it's not the norm, and that's where comedy stems from. So he has a very similar face to, he's sort of like an angrier Firissimo. So what else could we have here? You know what I'm going to do? Here we go, just gonna grab this. We're just gonna, there we go. We're just gonna sort of add in some more babies. Just chilling out. You know, the usual. Just this cloud's just covered in babies. I'm not sure if he's also covered in urine on account of that, but we're gonna say no for right now. But we'll see where I want to take this later. But as of now, he is just covered in children. They are just all over the place, taking up much of his needed cloud space, and Firissimo doesn't know if he can grab all of them. Hopefully he can. Hopefully he can, but we don't know for certain. As such, we have to be very careful. This is the youth of America. America's future, and it is Firissimo's job to protect that youth. This one's here, and it'll be just sort of chilling out. Have to be very careful. Make sure I don't mess up any of these lines. Erasing is either the easiest or the hardest thing to do, depending on what you're doing. And in this case, it is not super easy. Will not lie, because there's a lot of stuff going on. The more baby heads I move, the more. I will say though, the visual is pretty worth it. Pretty worth the work. But you know, as is the case with a lot of things we do here on Late Night Creatures, it's usually pretty worth it. Oh man, there's a lot of children abound. You can't even really see that one. Cloud is... I'm not... Okay, whoever keeps... I'm not giving one of the babies a Hitler stash. I'm not. It's not, you know... Jesus Christ. I'm not giving him a Hitler stash. I refuse. That is above me. I will not do that. That is not what I selected. Oh, wait. I just realized I didn't erase part of this baby. That's a good thing about using shrink selection, kids. It'll show you if you make mistakes. There aren't any really kids watching this show, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Last baby. He'll just be sort of... he'll be sort of creeping over here. Oh, wait. Hold on. No. No. He's... There he is. Alright, good. Good drawing. Some people say that copy pasting is cheating. And they're right. But I'm going to do it anyways. Alright. There we go. There's the baby cloud. There's the baby cloud right there. Yeah. So let's move on. This is already a pretty good scene, but I'm not entirely certain where else to take it. Aside from giving the cloud a body. That just seems like the logical next step, really. Give this cloud a nice body. Do that. No, wait, that's wrong. Do that. And that. Erase that. Oh, no, you know what I think? This is changing. What I'm drawing right now is changing a lot. The cloud is probably the villain that Fireissimo has to save these children from. They've been kidnapped on the 4th of July of all days, and Fireissimo has to save them before his fuse goes all the way down and he loses both rocket power and his life. I'm giving the cloud nipples, by the way. No one can stop me. And that's just how it is. So, deal with it. This cloud's got nipples. And might I say, they are fantastic. But yeah, and so he's trying to stop the great Fireissimo from saving these adorable children. These, 1, 2, 3, 4... These quintuplets from a watery grave. Because as we all know, clouds are just evaporated water, so eventually these kids will drown. Gotta get rid of some of this cloud stuff to make it... Just so that this head looks nicer and actually attached to the body. I gotta get rid of parts of the cloud overall. There we go. Oh no. This is taking on a very different tone than what it was originally. I don't know how to, don't know. That sand reference? I don't know what you're talking about. So let's see. Oh, great. I have to draw a hand and a big hand. So let's see how that goes. Because everyone knows. By the way, if you don't know about art, I'll tell you now. Hands are the easiest thing to draw, and you should be faulted if you don't know how to draw them correctly. That is a professional art rule. Hands are the easiest thing to draw in artist spheres. It's important for everyone to remember that. Very important. Now I hope after I made that joke that I can draw a hand, because I'm going to look really dumb if I can't. I don't know how to draw a hand. I've been drawing for a long time. I know how to draw a hand. At least something that looks like a hand. Let's see. Hands are easy, says me, Peter. as I flawlessly craft a large hand. Yeah. Alright, cool. Sure, that looks fine. Yeah, that's a hand, sorta. I mean, that's, yeah, you can tell. You can make out basically every part of that. We gotta make, yeah, okay, that's fine. I just gotta, I don't draw hands a lot, and so I have to make sure everything is acceptable. Let's see. Now I gotta make, maybe I'm gonna add more urine. I think the babies are trying to help. They're trying to be like, if we pee on him enough, he'll let us go. It's starting to get like it's getting like bird dropping proportions. Whoever this cloud rains on is going to have a bad day. Very bad day. What's the cloud's name? I think his name is Curtis. And for those of you who are going to say this is the same joke you made in the Jazzy Jake episode, it's not. Because it's not the same name, it's a similar name with variation. So it's a slightly different joke, and therefore, it's still funny. Going on, all these babies are named Chet. Chet. There's an E. Because Chet is a truly American name. Except for this one. This one's name is, Boy. The Chetson Boy. They will make another appearance, maybe, someday. We'll see. We'll see if one day I run out of ideas and the theme callback makes it into the voting pool. Speaking of, I once again, going into the stream, and I have no idea what I want the theme for the next episode to be. I really have no idea. I forget what shading colors I've done for episodes. So I'm just going to grab one that I don't think I've used yet and use that. And hope that counts. Hope it all works. Actually, first, real quick. Whoops. Alright. Dang it. I need to look at the settings on my fill bucket later, because they ain't working for me today. They are not, doing what I want. You know what, that's fine. I can work with that. And it's, it's fine, just kind of annoying. Because, I know how to deal with it, but I don't want to. It's basically the problem I'm having. Alright, so back to what I was doing. Start shading. Yeah, but as far as themes go for the next episode, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Because it's like I want to come up with stuff that isn't highly used, and also stuff that I think would work well on this show. Like general subjects like clouds and food, which is still in the voting pool. Those are stuff that are easy to handle. There's a lot of variation you can take with them. There's a lot of stuff that can be done to sort of make it your own thing. But you don't want to do anything too specific when you're doing a show, especially a live show. Because you want to have leeway. Because without leeway, it can go bad really fast. So, for example, if I was to do I wouldn't do dragons. Because yes, while I could probably make something fun and interesting with dragons, the risk that I would just do something boring is too high for me to want to risk it. As such, I would never do a specific type of creatures. Meanwhile, I would do something like forest, which might be the might be the next theme that I put in there. While it's very general, just like Clouds is general, I could probably do something crazy with that. Like I'm doing something crazy right now. One thing I've noticed about Late Night Creatures is that aside from the first episode, it's always a bunch of small creatures and then one very large one. And I think that's because, fun fact, very large creatures really frame a picture nice. They frame a picture very nice. So they're good to use as a visual device. You know, they're just useful. So if that's what the sort of the general thing that happens is, ooh, but you know what? Now that I've said that, I should try and flip that so that doesn't become, so that even if it is a thing, I can do that. So officially, the theme that I'm going to throw into the voting pool, you can vote on Twitter at Cube Tortoise. I do the poll on YouTube, but I'm not entirely certain how to, and also I would forget to check it. So at Cube Tortoise, you can check the polls, and you can see sort of what's going on. But I think small creatures is the theme that's going to be added to the poll. So we have food, early morning creatures, and small creatures are polling options for the next episode, episode 6. And there we are. That is our wonderful, let me get it in frame, our wonderful finishing drawing. I want to wish everyone a happy late American Independence Day. I hope that this drawing is a very good commemorative tool that you can look back on and say, man, really wish he had done this on the 4th of July. That said, I do believe that my time here is up. I appreciate you coming with me on this journey. Again, sorry that I had to do the episode a day late, but it would have been much worse if I hadn't. So, goodbye, and I'll see you next time for the next Late Night Creatures. Good night.